example of compare contrast type of essay. Some people want to live in a house while others prefer living in an apartment. Compare and contrast living in an apartment and in a house, and which one would you prefer? Give reasons for your answer and include any relevant examples from your own knowledge or experience. Structure of compare contrast essay based on band descriptors. So already band descriptors we have mentioned that there are four band descriptors: task achievement, coherence, cohesion, lexical resource, and grammatical range and accuracy. So based on four band descriptors, your essay has been developed. Okay. So let's understand the question, and based on that this essay has been developed. There are many people who believe that living in an independent house is the best. However, some people disagree with this opinion and instead prefer to live in an apartment. This essay makes comparison of the two and chooses the most preferred option. So here you see that this is an introductory paragraph, and the first two sentences are the paraphrasing of the topic. The two words are highlighted, that is however and instead, which shows grammatical range, that is which is used. And this there is no point of thesis statement, that is you have to go by the question, that is you have to compare and contrast both the ideas. Okay, so let's begin. To begin with, living in a flat definitely brings several benefits to a resident. One of the most important reasons behind this is huge convenience it offers. So this is the first subpoint which has been developed based on why it is advantageous to live in a flat. An apartment is a part of large building, giving a feeling of living in a small societal association, while many families can share their bond and lead a supportive environment. So one of the first thing they have mentioned is that societal association is there, as many families live in a flat in one building, so there is a culture and a bond is developed which gives a supportive environment. Secondly, also flat cultures takes responsibility of security and maintenance. So this is another important subpoint. An example has been given. For security guard is there in any apartment beside camera checking system. Moreover, various facilities as well as amenities like swimming pool, park are available at times if it is gated community. So this is one of the practical examples which is given. However, it involves additional maintenance cost too. So this is one disadvantage given. So you can see that in this paragraph, the subpoints which are given well supports that what are the benefits and the loopholes in living in apartment. Okay, here the words which are blue colored, this acts as a lexical resource. Okay, that is vocabulary appropriate the topic. Okay, and the red ones shows the subpoints developed. On the other hand, living in an owned house does not offer the facility that one can avail while living in an apartment. One reason for this is that it is quite isolated to stay in a house which occupies a large land area and big gate, blocking sight of people and snatching the joy of living with families next door. So here it is given that why it is one of the living in an owned house does not offer the facilities. Okay, so these shows the disadvantages of living in the owned house. Okay, that is a sort of isolation is there. For example, it would be such a dull experience of sitting in a beautiful garden with no one around. Okay, so this is another subpoint given. In addition to this, maintenance and cleanliness of the house are borne by the owner, and thus it is costly to live in the house, right? Still, independent house has its own status and satisfaction. So this is the benefit with land ownership value and sense of closeness to the nature. So it is given that is the land ownership as well as the house ownership, both are there in independent house. So this is the plus point. So in each category, the plus and the negatives are given. Okay. Conclusively, living in an apartment is comparatively better for me than staying in an independent house. Though a house provides a large spacious area to move around, but living in an apartment enhances more social interactions and adds holistically enjoying diversity. So this is the essay based on the band descriptors. Let's understand it. Now, see, in both the aspect, that is apartment, and in the flat, in both the paragraphs, the point has been developed, subpoints are developed, so that the topic is, or the question to be addressed is, question task to be addressed is properly given, supported by the subpoints in each. Okay, so the task achievement is given properly, as well as the coherence and the cohesion, that is one idea flows into another idea, that is also taken care of in both the paragraphs, along with the lexical resource and the grammatical range. Now in this both the paragraphs, you can see the usage of commas and all, so this shows that complex sentences are used besides compound sentences. So that's all for this essay, and I hope so you understood it.